Hello, welcome to this update. So we still have cyclone decality there in the Indian Ocean, and it did actually go the way of the GFS, as I showed you last week, because it did approach Mozambique, went very close to the coast, if not made landfall, but I think it just went very close, left some very heavy rains, and now it's curving back further south in the Indian Ocean. So hope everybody is okay there, and in Madagascar as well. And let's see where this might head next. There's still some heavy rain in parts of Mozambique, and some storms over western Madagascar still. So let's see. The official track does have it going away from Mozambique and back down south into the Mozambique channel there, and approaching southern Madagascar closely there. So we watch for this, but you probably won't make landfall in southern Madagascar. The GFS ensembles do have it just passing there, just southwest of Madagascar in the Mozambique channel, but not making landfall. There's the Canadian ensembles show the same thing, so be aware. Now some actual models. Where's the Indian Ocean? So this is the GFS. It shows the system there goes, passes very close to southern Mozambique, but doesn't make landfall. It will leave some more rain there and a few storms. So it goes away. But now the GFS has some remnant moisture over Madagascar, forming another cyclone, the Mozambique channel, the 20th, and going towards Mozambique. So I don't quite trust this yet because the GFS sometimes makes those weird things, but this is a possibility. But let's see if the other models are agreeing as well. If not, it won't likely happen. So let's see. And others like Northern Australia, the GFS on the 19th is also trying to form a tropical storm there. And another one, the southeastern Indian Ocean, there later on the 23rd. And also some strong disturbances near India, Sri Lanka, but no cyclones, just some heavy rain. So now the European does have the cyclone there that was a big channel now, some storms in Madagascar. Goes shows it passing very close to southern Mozambique, but no landfall, so this would be a best case scenario. But then it goes, leaves some storms over Madagascar on the 16th, shows some line of storms there, and it goes, and later on the 19th does have a disturbance the Mozambique channel, but doesn't form into anything like the GFS, but it does have some heavy moisture over northern Australia, potential cyclone on the 19th there, trying to organize. So we'll watch that too. There's the Canadian model, shows the cycle there, the Mozambique channel. It goes, and like later the 20th doesn't have anything else in the Mozambique channel, just the GFS is with that idea. But the Canadian does have a disturbance in northern Australia on the 18th, goes and does show it forming to a cyclone on the 20th, goes there and does have two separate disturbances later on the middle of the Indian Ocean. But we'll monitor that for northwestern Australia and this one for Madagascar, but you likely just remain the Mozambique channel now. There's the icon as well, shows the cyclone there now, goes, passes very close to southwestern Madagascar, but doesn't make landfall. You leave some rain there, but no landfall. And on the 16th, a line of storms there, some rain, and later the icon also has this stronger disturbance, the Mozambique channel, but no cyclone. So it goes there, but the icon eventually gets like tropical storm like feature on the 22nd near Mozambique. So the icon, the GFS, have this idea. We'll keep watching, but most likely it won't happen. But even if it doesn't happen, there will be storms around those areas. So Be aware, now in Australia, the icon does have on the 18th a cyclone trying to form near northwestern Australia. Goes on the 20th, Terry has it passing like very close to northwestern Australia, 972. Goes there, the icon strengthened it to like 945, category 4, but off the coast. But all the models are now showing that cyclone forming near northwestern Australia, so we'll keep an eye on it very closely. But most likely, if it gets very strong, it will stay out to sea. But like the Neptune is showing here, it's forming there right off northwestern Australia, and then getting stronger, going out to sea. But even if this occurs, while the cyclone's right on the coast, it leaves some very heavy rains there and some strong winds. So we'll keep watching that. But now for central southern Africa, we still have these heavy rains there, and also the remnants of the leakage might leave more storms there. Decalage, sorry if I said wrong. So it shows there Wednesday, the 15th, tomorrow, some more scattered storms. Also in South Africa shows those more intense ones in the afternoon near eastern South Africa, some other spots in Botswana, Zimbabwe. Goes there still on Thursday the 16th, showing more storms near Zimbabwe and South Africa, even in the morning and other parts of the day. Goes in the afternoon, shows more near Mozambique, Zimbabwe, some in South Africa still, Botswana, not one scare like Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo, not areas. This goal still shows storms on Friday the 17th, especially Zimbabwe and South Africa and Mozambique. Goes there, shows still on the 18th, some storms there, especially Madagascar shows more on the 18th. The 19th does show some storms in Madagascar still, and scared in Mozambique, in Botswana, some spots in South Africa, especially northern South Africa, and more scared like Democratic Republic of Congo, shows some in Gabon and Republic of Congo as well, some in Tanzania and others in Botswana, not areas. So the 19th on the 20th still shows a storm or two there, especially Mozambique. This goes shows more scared showers and storms there, especially near like Mozambique on the 21st, Madagascar, some over central South Africa as well, Namibia, the 21st, the 22nd still shows some scared storms and more later. The European doesn't have this forming to a cycle, but it does have a big front forming from this on the 25th and going away there. So we'll keep watching this, be aware. The GFS is a little bit less in southern Africa, but it does have two some storms in Zimbabwe into Wednesday the 15th, some more eastern, northern South Africa. Be careful there. Madagascar shows on the 16th more storms in Madagascar from the tail of the system. Goes there. The GFS more storms the 17th, like to Mozambique, Zimbabwe, some heavier ones that might cause flooding. The 17th goes there, the 16th as well, and the 18th has more storms in Madagascar too, so better watch on the 18th there. Show some scary ones throughout the Congo, Angola, and more areas too, Zambia. The 18th goes there, and still some shower storms scared on the 19th, the 20th. The GFS is a cyclone again, the Mozambique channel, but it's one of the only models showing it because most other models don't have it. But be aware in those areas. Now the accumulation 5 days from the European until Sunday the 19th, so it does have more concerning situation. It does have like 150 millimeters, some spots of Zimbabwe into eastern Botswana, close to like 190, 191, and central Mozambique 161, 124. It does have in Madagascar some high accumulations too, some 93 millimeters, some 94, some 73. So be aware there, some 76, some 80 millimeters to North Madagascar. So be careful those areas. Shows in South Africa those storms down on the east, especially on the east, and Lesotho a storm or two. Some showers. Shows more like North and South Africa northeastern most South Africa 154 to 135. So be careful in those areas, and shows some more scattered showers and storms. Zambia, Botswana, especially in the afternoons, more like Democratic Republic of Congo, some central areas, and Angola shows more in Gabon as well, some 77 millimeters next 5 days. Equatorial Guinea, some in São Tomé, but nothing crazy. Southern Nigeria, a little bit of rain, and yeah. So be careful that those spots is Zimbabwe into South Africa and Mozambique, some flooding from those storms until Friday the 17th, 2 days and 19 hours. It already shows a lot there, and 5 days even more. So be aware. Now until the 24th shows even more there, especially Mozambique. But this is 9 days out. This information will still change, but it will be very wet in those areas because of the remnant storms from the system. Now the GFS the next 5 days does have the coastal Mozambique like 195 next 5 days, 186 central Mozambique 106, 100 millimeters, some spots in Angola, some 77, has more in central eastern Zimbabwe to like 157, some other spots to 117, 122. So be aware. Democratic Republic of Congo, central southern areas shows more. Zambia and around the Republic of the Congo, some 71. Gabon shows less, but does show some showers too. And shows more like southern South Africa, some rain, and the storms in eastern, northeastern South Africa and Eswatini. So be aware in those areas, especially with flooding in this area here. And the GFS does have that cyclone forming later into Mozambique, but it's one of the only models showing that, and it has more into Madagascar later. But what I just showed you like 12 days out, so that will still change a lot. But just 5 days in Madagascar, right, show like 155, 151 millimeters in some areas. More southwestern Madagascar to 157. So the GFS is showing a lot there, possibility of some flooding as the cyclone passes by very close, showing some more storms in northern Madagascar, more areas scared too. So be careful in those areas. The icon next 5 days still has some storms in northern Madagascar, more than 100 millimeters. So be careful those scared storms there. To central eastern Madagascar, some spots of southeastern Madagascar shows a lot too, especially like in the west coast of southwestern coast as the cyclone passes by, shows more than 160 millimeters, 151. So stay safe right on the coast. That plus the large waves and swells as the system passes by. Be careful some swells and rip currents. So also in Mozambique in those areas the swells. So stay safe. Now the icon uh, for southern Africa does have some 150 millimeters, 157 in Zimbabwe. Does have those storms carried northeastern South Africa, western Eswatini, some spots southern South Africa, some rain. Some storms from central northern South Africa and Botswana. Has less in Botswana. For example, has 1.7 millimeters there. The European has 34 there. So it has a little bit different, but it does have some in easternmost Botswana near Zimbabwe. So be aware, it does have this area of rain here, possibly a convergence zone. Shows more like in Angola, those scattered showers and storms in Zambia, in Gabon, some showers and storms. Democratic Republic of the Congo, north areas, western Tanzania especially. So be careful in those areas, especially with flooding near Zimbabwe, those areas there. So stay safe. Now here again for like uh, there's the Canadian model too. This map doesn't reach far inland, but it does show here the accumulation until like the 18th. Shows more southern Madagascar, especially more than 100 millimeters, close to 150 or 200 near like southern Madagascar. Some more storms scared. It does have on the edge of the map there a lot in central Mozambique and Zimbabwe as well. So stay safe in those areas. Now, for further north in the Seychelles, the icon does have close to 71 millimeters as well. The next 5 days in Plata, 120, Vin King, some 70 millimeters. So be careful, some more storms in those areas. The European is much less, like just 70 and 50 millimeters, the Seychelles, and the GFS 40 and 67 millimeters. But be aware, anyways, those passing storms. And Mauritius reunion just like some 18 millimeters and 20 19 millimeters, so just some scared showers, a storm or two. In Seabreeze village, some 40 millimeters, some passing storms. And does have still southern India, especially as close to southwestern India, some more storms, some 8 meters to 78. Be careful, but especially in Sri Lanka, those disturbances is like 154 meters, 156 next 5 days. Some spots in Sri Lanka and the northern Maldives, including Mali. Does have like 156 meters in Mali, 150 in other areas, 124. So stay safe with heavy rain, potential flooding. Next 2 days and a half, just at like some 86 meters, but next 5 days, 158. The surge of moisture gets closer after 3 days. So stay safe in those areas. Does have the strong monsoon and the cyclone forming northwestern Australia. The accumulation next 5 days are actually like 201 millimeters spots Northern Territory, Western Australia, another spots Northwestern Australia to like 131, 208 millimeters, 160. This is the European, potentially the system form shows more like the western edge of the Northern Territory, and more storms all along this area, northern Australia, Queensland, Northern Territory, Western Australia, those more intense downpours. So stay safe. This is potentially before the actual cyclone forms and after it forms and everything. Has some more in the north there, the tropical moisture more than 200, and further south. But the European has this more off the coast. Doesn't have too strong on the coast. The GFS 5 days has 200 millimeters in Darwin, 285, 284 some others, all the way to 400 millimeters in western areas of Northern Territory. That's potentially too much, but you never know. Has some northernmost areas of Western Australia, some 200 millimeters, some more downpours along the north there, and a cold front on the south too. We'll monitor. We'll try to make a more in-depth video for Oceania later this week, especially when the cyclone starts forming up. But just to give you a heads up, the Northern Territory and Northwest Australia is in for a very wet week, especially in terms of flooding danger as that system forms. So the excess, it has a different situation, it has more downpours scattered across the north, especially in the afternoon, but that has the worst of the moisture in the ocean. It does have some spots northwest and most Australia to 170. And now the icon, it also has the worst in the ocean, but the icon is passing extremely close to the coast, like more than 200 millimeters on the coast of Western Australia. Some other spots like 72. So be careful in those areas. Here in regions, Australia, this is the Canadian model, shows there until the 21st, the cyclone will be right in the ocean there. But it does show those areas of bright yellow in the Northern Territory, but there's close to 300 millimeters or even more sunspots in the Northern Territory next 7 days or something. Just 5 days shows like some 250 or even 300 there, and shows already some 100 to 250 millimeters northwestern Australia. So please be careful in those areas, intense storms and flooding danger. And in the next 12 days or something, alright, it shows more there. Northern Australia, it shows the cyclone curving in the ocean on the west there, and shows it passing very close to Western Australia, so some more activations along the coast there. So be aware in those areas. Today's now the 14th already. This has potential to start forming around the 18th, and even before it forms, there'll be all this moisture just dumping rain there in Northern Australia on the 16th, still on the 17th, just dumping more rain there. So stay safe in those storms, potential flooding, and also like gusty winds and lightning and everything. And in terms of wind gusts, the system hasn't formed yet, so it's very hard to predict, especially tropical cyclones, because they change a lot. But the Europeans show a very broad system trying to form the middle of the ocean, with some higher sunspots inland, but then it goes away and strengthens in the ocean. So this is the European. The GFS starts forming this near the Northern Territory, San Hargas, the coast there, and near Darwin as well, but especially on the coast. It goes, and the GFS weird situation, and the icon has like tries to form there, does have it forming the 18th San Hargas on the immediate coast, and it does go like before that, still on the 18th shows San Hargas sunspots inland Western Australia, goes there, and the icon really turns this into a big thing. Like on the 19th shows all the 107 km per gus sunspots Western Australia, some 89 km per gus, and after that the icon goes like to 124 km per gus late on the 19th. This is already the 20th, because this is here's European time, so this is already on the 20th there. So this goes, the icon does real nasty stuff, like 140 km per gus in next mouth. So this is like worst case scenario in terms of comparing all the models, because all the other models keep this further out to see. The icons is trying to bring it more inland, but we still have a lot of time to see what will happen. And let's see, the axis has a weird situation, shows the cyclone forming like the European further out to see there, but it does have before it some breezier conditions along Western Australia, some spots there. And so yeah, be aware of those areas. Right now as I speak, there's this cold front coming, some breezier conditions, some spots of southern and eastern Australia, some higher gusts in spots. So this doesn't have to do with tropical stuff, but just be aware since I started talking about Australia. And then it does show in Sydney potential some higher gusts on Friday the 17th. The Europeans up to 99 km per gust, GFS to just 48, and Icon some 87 on the east coast of New South Wales on the 17th. So be aware, and does have on the 18th some more gusts the interior of New South Wales. So be aware those areas. And just to mention the heat very quickly, it's still very hot, not as severe as before, but still some spots to 43 degrees to the west, and in other spots central Australia still, but still hot, but not as extreme. But yeah, be aware those areas. Now for Southeast Asia, we already talked about a lot some days ago, but still, just to mention those downpours, Malaysia, Indonesia, especially in Sumatra, still have those heavier downpours next 5 days, like 126 millimeters, 129, and show like 154 to 156 some areas there, 115. So stay safe in Malaysia and northwestern Indonesia. Those downpours and those tropical downpours are very sporadic and can form anywhere. So be careful in all of Indonesia, the tropical downpours, and especially in the areas more accumulation. The GFS has a similar thing. So here 5 days, the GFS is still more in Singapore, southern Malaysia, and more in Indonesia there, eastern Malaysia, spots of southern Indonesia too, and it does have in east steamers some more showers and storms, other areas southern Indonesia, in Trugini there. So stay safe. The Philippines, the Europeans still has some crazy rain, northeastern Philippines. So if this happens, be careful with flooding. Some other central western islands of the Philippines, and more downpours in the south, but less. The GFS also has some more rain on the east and northeastern Philippines, but like close to 100, not 200 like the European. So be aware in those areas, and stay safe. This the access has a lot in Sri Lanka too, near India, and more in Malaysia, in Indonesia, some spots of Southeast Asia. So stay safe those downpours, and warn others. Just another quick look on this cyclone here. this is the high resolution model there. Does have some more downpours, not northern Mozambique, just those tropical downpours. Be careful, and some other spots in Mozambique. And now for the cyclone itself, does show there it goes, leaves the storms, not Mozambique, this Madagascar, sorry. So those tropical downpours, northern Madagascar, central Madagascar, and then does have the cyclone passing very close, but not making landfall. So be aware. But if you are on the southwestern coast there, just stay alert for any forecast changes. And even if it doesn't make landfall, it might leave some storms there. So stay safe and be careful. It does have the stronger winds that cyclone there. This goes, and although it won't make landfall, you leave some high gusts on the west coast of Madagascar, the southwest coast. So stay safe with that too. This mainly it. So stay safe, be careful.